Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Tamar. I know this is not my regular time and not my regular day, but I was getting ready to put some color on these letters, and some people had asked, how did I do it? So I thought, well, real quick while I'm doing it, I'll just go on live, and that way I can just refer you back to the video when I'm asked, how did you do that? And it's really simple, so it'll be like a real quickie. What are you guys up to? Hi, Luz. Hi, Linda. Whoops. You're going to have to be patient with me, you guys, because earlier my internet was kind of going in and out. So, I see this little thing keeps popping up. I'm not sure. I think it's a new feature on StreamYard for me. It like shows me my internet connection or something. I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm directly. That's very odd. I don't know why it's showing me that like it's a Wi-Fi connection. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it too much. So what I did, first of all, I'm using. Well, no. First of all, this is what I did with it. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I had put these letters up here and then used the same letters here on the side of this journal, and I put some ink and paint and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to show how I did how I did that. Okay, first of all, it's with this embossing plate. It is by Tim Holtz and is called Typewriter. All right. So that's what it is, and it's one of those 3D ones. So it's a really deep embossing of it. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, so it's got the letters, and it has the what do you call it? Uppercase and lowercase. Forgetting my typewriter terminology. Then I got a piece of black cardstock, cut it down to the size of this. Then I put this kind of silver tape on it. Then I ran it through the embosser, and now we're going to put some colors. So we'll do the first one that will show. It's real simple. I just literally slap on black paint on it. But I know you guys like to watch, so I figure I'll let you watch. You can put it on with a brush, or you can put it on with a sponge. I tend to, when I use this metal, I tend to use the sponge only because I'm going to tap it, and if I use the harsh brush, I might, put a little indentation in the embossing. If that, yeah, you know what I mean. I know you know what I mean. Okay. Yeah, this is a really cool folder. I'm not really in all that much into embossing, but I mean, I have like maybe 10 folders, and I rarely use them, but I've gotten a lot of use out of this one because I think it's really cool. And then once you cut it all out, then it's super duper cool. Okay, so I just, whatever black paint you have, this is called lamp ebony black, so whatever, just black. Just as long as it's black. Uh-oh. JR's here. Oh no. Nothing for sale tonight, JR. You're safe. Your pocketbook is safe. Your wife's. Well, I guess it is sort of like, well, I guess you could be spending money, because if they like the embossing folder, you'd have to run somewhere to go get the embossing folder. So I just kind of tap, 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 because I want to get it in the little crevices. I care more about the crevices actually than I do the raised part because I end up kind of wiping most of it off of the raised part. So that's why I use the sponge to try and get down into little nooks and crannies. Oh, and I got to be looking up because I didn't want to bother Susan because I don't know. She might be asleep already. I don't know. She gets up very early. She stays up late when she's on with me, but I don't think she stays up that late normally. And then we're supposed to be having kind of like, you know, thunderstorms and storms tomorrow. So I thought, oh, just in case something goes goofy and I can't go on tomorrow, I might as well just do this now and show you guys. And look up, Rosemary. Look up. Oh yeah. Junior's all like, oh, he can breathe. He saved money tonight. Well, I don't know how much this folder costs. I forget. I got this folder when they were still offering the discount coupons over at the stores. I even forget which one I bought it at, but I do remember I used a coupon because it's a little pricey. I mean, for me, when it comes to buying stuff like this, I'm cheap. So I don't remember what it cost, to tell you the truth. I just know I didn't pay full price. And then on the other one, what I did was I used alcohol inks. And I don't remember exactly which colors I used. I know I used some of the black alcohol ink, and I made sure I put a little bit of either, you know, copper or bronzy color in there. And then I made sure I put some kind of a bluish color. I wanted it to have that, you know, oil on the ground kind of look, the iridescent look to it with those colors. So we'll put this all in here and then we'll let it dry, and then I'll come back and wipe off the top, and while it's drying we'll do the alcohol. How about that? How about that, ladies and gents? Excuse me. Excusez-moi. My husband got that stuff shot in his system and got his whole, like, all his veins taken a picture of today. Contrary to popular belief, he's actually halfway normal, so so there. Okay, so there's a few little holes in there, but that's okay. That's what gives it the kind of the old age look. So let that dry. Let that dry. And now we'll get the other set that we're going to put the alcohol on. And I need to get another one of those to smoosh that around a little bit. Yeah, I was gonna, I was just gonna put the, the YouTube on while I was doing this to watch, and I'm going, oh no, sales again. I can't handle another sale. So I figured, well, let's just go live, ladies and gents. Alrighty, so I don't remember what color I put first, but hey, let's just put some black. Is that black? No, that's the caramel one. Here's the black one. Okay. I don't think this one has any. No, I have to shake that. That one doesn't have any iridescence in it. Some of them do. And then what did I do? I don't remember. I just kind of mushed it around, you know, very technical. And I had to put, you know, I had to put layers, you know. And let's move it around. This really looks blue, and it says black. Isn't that weird? Does that look like blue to you guys? There's a lot of blue in this black. Sorry for all the glare. Let's use one color at a time. Oh, and I want to thank you guys because I think I only have one of those little trashy journals left in my shop. So I appreciate you guys getting those. Yeah, it does look navy, doesn't it? But it says black. And the tin and rest caboodle kits are already in. Those of you that purchased before 6 o'clock today, it already went out in the mail. So you should get it pretty soon. All right, I'll let that dry a tiny bit more. Okay, that's the first coat. I want to get that mixed up with the paint. All right, then what else? What other colors? I have to literally go back and look at these other ones, what colors I put in there. I've got some goldy color and green and bluish. So let's put some of this. This has sparkly in it, so this one I do have to shake up a little bit. Let's see what happens. Oh, I haven't even opened this one. Where's my scissors? So I guess I didn't use this one. If I had used it, it would already be open. So let's try it anyway. Uh-oh. It just makes it blotchy looking. Okay, I don't like that one. Next, caramel. That one I didn't mix enough, so you were just getting the alcohol. Oh yeah, this is the one I used. Yeah, I liked how this one. this is the Oh, my husband got me a toy. Oh, dear. I'll let you hear it first. Can you hear it? Isn't he cute? He laughs and everything. He's so cute. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think so. But wouldn't you know, I don't have any. But yes, you're 100% correct. It would work better. But that would be if I was prepared. And see, you know, these are all going to get, you know, cut up into the letters. So it doesn't have to be as, you know, what's the word I'm trying to say? As mixed, you know, and because you're only going to see little spots here and there. I like how that looks. And then I think I put a little bit of, I don't know why that black looks so blue, huh, guys? That's crazy. This is paint. Don't get the paint confused with the ink. Then I brought in some of this, and then I brought in a little bit of the other green. Linda, we got it in the dog, the dog aisle. The my husband got something else for the German Shepherd, and our other little dog. I say little. He's, you know, 60-pound dog, but compared to our other dogs, he's little. He doesn't play with toys. He's never picked up a toy ever. It's the oddest thing. Just the oddest thing. So he doesn't get any. I think he doesn't play with toys because he's a killer, and he only kills varmints in the yard. And I think he probably thinks it's too sissy to play with a toy. He goes, forget the toys, give me the real stuff. So I think that's a little bit behind it. Like, no way, guys. I'm not. Is this one already open? Yeah. I think he's like, there's no way I'm playing with that stuff. I want some of this little green in there. A little bit here and there. Yeah, the railroad rescue guy. Yeah, he's the one. He's the killer. He's the guy from the other side of the tracks. But, you know, it isn't like he had to kill for his food. Because from when he was a puppy, we knew where they were. And the rescue group that my husband worked with at the time, they went over there and brought them all food every day. So he didn't have to kill nothing. Although, you know, he had to learn to fight for his food, you know, as far as, you know, the pecking order there. But and to this day, he won't eat until the other dogs are done, and he just stands there by his food and watches. And then when they're done, then then he attacks his food. Oh, hi, Jane. No, he never had toys as a puppy. Well, it depends what you call a puppy. We got him. He was exposed to toys when he was probably about. Oh, he was probably already like over 4 months old. And then when he got put in with some other little small rescue dogs, he was in with some other dogs about his age for a little while to kind of acclimate, and he did not he did not play well because they played like puppies, and you know he played like to the death, right? So that's why he came with us, because he was not he was not, you know, being nice. So so yeah, he's been exposed to toys. He just never wanted to play with them. He thought, what the heck? Why do I want to play with that? Give me a real squirrel. That was kind of always been his attitude. Give me something real. Okay, well, we're getting there. Okay, we'll leave that to a side, let that dry. We'll get the ones that, and then see what else I want to do to those. We'll get these. And I forget if I used water or not when I rubbed them down. I don't think so, but oh well, we'll find out. We'll find out real quick. You can take off as much or as little as you want. It looks kind of cool like that. Because once you cut them all apart and put them in the book, they get even a little more grungy looking. And the more you mess with the book, the more grungier they get, right? Hey, I like that. Yeah, he was the low guy on the totem pole out there because there was a whole big pack, his, you know, his pack, his relatives, whoever they were. Um, there was like about 15 dogs. So, they had to, all those 15 dogs had to fight for whatever they found. But they were out over by the railroad tracks, and it was like an industrial area where they were. And some of the guys that worked in this, I think it was like a machinist building, and those guys always brought, food for them. And the owner of the place, I think he gave them water every day. He didn't give it to them right there in the place because he didn't want them, as a place of business, but toward the back of the yard there, he made sure they always had water. And he'd give them, at the very least, dry food at least once a day. So they weren't starving by any stretch of the imagination, but it was rough. They were living, out in the elements, and this was winter when the puppies were born. In December was when they were born. Hey, Joanne. I always wish I was a writer. I can talk, I can talk and talk a story, but I don't have the discipline, or maybe it's my dyslexia and sitting down and writing. I don't, I'll go ahead and blame that. But I can't sit down and write. It's just not in me. And even if I say, my husband has told me, well, get a recorder and then just start talking to it. And as soon as I do that, I just clam up. I can't think of anything to say. But that whole little story of, those little puppies and how we found them and what we did and how we got some of them and we couldn't get the last one, which is the one we ended up with, and all that little story and all the little perils. And we even took down one of our other dogs. She's not alive anymore. She died of old age, or I forget. Not died of old age. We had to put her down because she was so old. But my husband took her down to the railroads down there and put her on a leash and was walking around. That's when we had lost that one dog. We had all the puppies except the last one, and we didn't know if the mother had moved it or it just was now on its own. And so we were trying to find him, and so we took the other dog, and there they are, my husband and the other dog, walking down the railroad track trying to find the puppy. Okay. So anyway, so that's, oh, it's so much glare you guys can't even pretty much see. But that's how that looks. And then when you cut them apart, and I just put them up here on top of that. And I thought that came out kind of cool. So these, the reason I'm doing these is because I just made some real basic journals. And so these are gonna go over here on like little tabs or something. So isn't that cool? Look at that. Look at that old typewriter. Anyway, so these are pretty much ready. Now all I will do, couldn't say that, is cut them out, and then either glue them as a tab or staple them. I think on this one, what did I do? Oh, I glued them down because the back is that cardstock, the paper, so it was real easy just to cut them out individually and then just glue them onto the paper. So, or as I did here with the with the alcohol inked ones, I punched some little holes in them and then hung them from a little pin, ball pin. So, you know, whatever it is you want to do or how you want to use them. But I would call this one done. Done, done. And I like the colors on this. I'm not sure if I want to put any more. I mean, it looks real messy right now, but then when you cut them out, they just look really cool. And I think that once this was dry, what I did, I'm trying to remember. I do things and I forget how I do things, to tell you the truth. After this was all dry, then I got my StazOn black ink and went over very, very lightly so that the type would pop out, would really pop. And that was it. And then cut them out. And that was it. Ta-da! Is that, yes, it is, Joanne. Let me show it to you. Here it is. It's, of course, it's a Timmy 3D Sizzix, and the name of it is Typewriter. That's the name. And I think I got this. I don't know if this is a new old one, but I got it like last summer. So I know it's last year's. I know that for sure because I got it over the summer. Oops. But I don't even know if it was new then when I got it. It's new to me. That's all I know. So that's what I used. Yeah, something else to put on this. This one really is pretty cool. I like it. Let me see. Is this dry enough to put the StazOn on there? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And this one's really running low. It may not even do anything. Oh, yeah, a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's enough to see it here live and in person. Oh, yeah. Can you guys see that? Oh, yeah, you guys can see it. See how cool? Now you can see the letters. I need a new, either a re-inker or a new pad because this one's really sad. Okay, that's good enough. And then and you can't see it too much on this, but here you can see how there's a natural indentation there, so it's real easy to cut out. And then what I ended up doing is I cut them in half because they were big enough, you know, it's pretty big. So then I cut it in half. And actually, when I cut them, I think I cut them from behind because it was easier to see. And I just cut them in half. And that's pretty much what I did with all of them before I ended up putting them all in the book. like that. And you know, I have a really, really old typewriter next door upstairs. I've just never brought it over here because I don't really have a proper space like to display it and use it. But I think I need to clear up a space and bring it over because it's so cool. What was the brand of that one? Trying to remember. And then when I was waiting for my husband for his tests and stuff, I was working on my rusty fabric that I was doing that little stitching on. It's coming out kind of cool. Kind of surprised. It's actually coming out kind of cool. I'll show it to you in a second. I think I brought it back over here. Come, everybody's so quiet. Okay. There's that. All right. And that's it, guys. That's how simple it is. The hard part's going to be finding the embossing folder. Finding the embossing folder, unless somebody already found it. And then if there's some letters that, you know, you want a little cleaner, just rub your nail across there and take it off of the letter so you can see what the letter is. It's a nice A right there. And I forgot, before I cut them, I did spray it with a real thin coat of a matte sealer, because, you know, if it's that easy to come off, you know, wear and tear, all that paint's going to come off. Unless you want it to look like that, which is a really cool look too, so wouldn't hurt my feelings for it to get all scratched up. Okay. Oops, that's an H. All right. So that's that. So I do need more ink on my black for these to show up. They hardly show up. But anyway, I'll go over that. And just like, you know, this really gets exposed when you take off the black. Same thing in reverse happens when you get the black on here. So that's that. Yay! What did I emboss on? I got cardstock, and then over the cardstock, I put some of that metal sticky tape on it, and then I embossed it. So in the back, it's that, and the front is the metal. So I'm going to chop those all up, and they're going to go into those little journals. And so I'll be gluing that. And then whatever's left over, I'll just put in the little packet that I put in the journal. because I won't use all these. I already know that for sure. So, oh, definitely. Yeah, I just didn't have one. But yeah, definitely you could do that on a soda can. And it'd be a lot sturdier. That would be really cool. Let me go get my little my sewing project, and then we'll call it an evening. I'm going to share that with you. Let me get stuff out of the way. Nope. Oh, here's the one I sewed. There we go. Anyway, so those of you that haven't seen the stuff that I rested, there's one of the pieces. And then I started sewing on this one. And I'm just using some embroidery floss that's kind of a rusty color to it. And I think it's coming out kind of cool. It's just, you know, an organic feel to it, but I'm enjoying it. I mean, I'm not a sewer, I'm not an embroiderer, I'm not any of that stuff, but it was just fun to pass the time away waiting for my husband. Waiting for the hubby. So that's about it. So, ladies, that was a half hour. Oh no, a whole half hour. Any questions about that? I think we covered it. Oh, thank you, Darla. Thank you, Jean. Yeah, those that have been with me for a while know how much I love resting. It's like a toss up between the resting and the eco printing. I kind of liked it kind of equally. So that's why I'm excited with the kit for next month, because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing resting. So that'll be fun. And then we'll see what we end up making with it. Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know nothing about sewing. All I know is I use this when I do my binding of my signatures, and it was long, and I thought, whew, pretty good, just in and out, in and out, in and out. So that's why I used it. But I have no idea. Whoops. No idea at all. The blue on the fabric is indigo. One of the nights, I don't remember what night it was. I did it. I did the painting of them on one of my streams. I forget which one, but they were rested first, just the rest part, and then after that, as I came in with a really watery, I should say, a really diluted indigo, and just started, putting it wherever I wanted to put it, and some more than others. Oh, good night. Good night, Miss Auntie May. Sleep tight. And then when I was explaining about what I did just the other day, we were talking about it, the dark. I couldn't remember what I did. And then after, as soon as the live ended, um, I remembered that I did this with tea. I did it with the tannin because when the tannin um, hit the rust that had been absorbed in the fabric, it immediately turns it dark. So that's what the dark is. That's all tannin. So lots of fun. I enjoy doing it. You know me. All right, ladies. Any other questions? If not, I'm going to let you guys go. We're going to have rain all day tomorrow. Got to go outside and make sure I picked up all my tools. I was working in the yard earlier. I'm trying to read. You know me, I can't read and talk at the same time. Not good. That's why I need Susan all the time. She doesn't even let me read chat. She goes, just do what you're doing. I'll read it. Oh, okay, okay. She spoiled me. Now I can't even read and talk at the same time. All right, ladies. So if the weather allows, if we don't ever storms, because we're gonna have some little spicy weather tomorrow. And if I have my internet, well, will you be here tomorrow at 7 Central? And I'll show you a little bit more in detail what we're gonna do next month. The kit's already in the shop. The video is up in the YouTube if you want to see what's in the kit, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. And some of them were already mailed out today. And let me look at the calendar. Yeah, because the first is already a week from tomorrow. The first Wednesday is a week from tomorrow. So, so we'll see if the majority have them or not. But you know how you guys are. You don't do it along with me anyway. You just kind of watch and then you do your own thing. So it doesn't really matter all that much. But we'll start working on the kit a week from tomorrow. All right. So right. Okay. Talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow. Be safe. And I'll see you then. Good night, everybody.